live. Hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna keep this relatively short today. Haven't done. I was looking at my YouTube analytics or the YouTube studio, and then I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've done a stream or an upload of any kind. We should probably be doing that. I have patron backers I have to have to get to. I feel like something is wrong with my eye. My left eye. Oh no. I'm American, and that's not a good sign. Oh goodness. See, it looks kind of red, don't it? Looks like maybe it's irritated or something. I don't know. There's like a white little thing on it. That sounded kind of bad. I don't remember the name of the thing. Milia? Yeah. It's supposed to be like kind of like a, it's not like a pimple though. I don't know what it is. Well, knowing my luck, it's probably some kind of cancer. And then I'll have to take care of that. That's just great. That's just wonderful. I love it. I love being American. That's such a great, love being American. All right, I sound pretty good. All right. Anyway, let's just get to it. Oh right, update for everyone on the Dave Rubin video. So currently it's like I'm like 45 minutes of video are done, and like 45 minutes are done and fully edited and ready, but the whole thing is not done yet, so I got a little bit more to go. American. I am not good at anything. Anyway, yeah. I finished reading through his book a second time, this time taking notes on everything, and I fully finished it yesterday-ish. And oh yeah, this was an experience to say the least. I was reminded of my time in college when I tried reading Ayn Rand. He's that bad of a writer. That bad and that I don't know, self-important. Yeah, I would absolutely not recommend any of you read this book ever. Whoop. It was horrible. Don't read it. Okay. Where's the chat box? There we go. That's ridiculous. Okay, should be up. Anyway, there's some incredibly well, we'll just save it for the video, I guess. Yeah, when I go through it in the video, I'm going to mention a couple major points, and then I'll make another claim. I'll say another thing that's like, you know, if this video gets like 10,000 views, I'll go over the rest. I'll go over the entirety of the book in a live stream. But we're not worrying about that just yet, so we'll get to it when we get to it. Alrighty. Let us get this show on the road, shall we? Alright. I gotta shout out the Discord, I guess. Alright. Random Jacob shared PragerU why the Electoral College is essential. Shared this in the Discord. Was backed. 2 other people said, yeah, that's a good one. You should do that one. So we're gonna do that one. Please ignore the redness of my eyes. Okay. Let's begin after we get through the ad. Alrighty. Why the Electoral College is essential. Is this... I hope this is like one of these... Oh, this isn't even... I should have looked first. This is one of their crappy videos, not one of the properly edited videos. Well, let's take a look. Let's go.
Well, some things that I would like to change. One is the Electoral College.
Based! Here's what the left thinks.
The Electoral College needs to go.
And maybe we might want to take a look at the whole Electoral College.
I think it needs to be eliminated. I'd like to see us move beyond it, yes.
And that means get rid of the Electoral College.
No more affirmative action for parties who can't pull in a majority of votes. That's right, baby. Here's why the left is wrong.
I want to talk to you about the Electoral College and why it matters.
Okay, this looks like it's cut from another video. Knowing PragerU's style. Do you understand the Electoral College by Tara Ross? Why didn't you just share that one on the Discord? Well, hold on. Let's take a look. Hopefully we can find out something. Hello, Giuliano. Are you the Rudy Giuliani? Hold on. We'll pause this and keep it in the background. We'll get to it in a minute.
All right, I know this doesn't sound like the most sensational topic of the day, but stay with me because I promise you it's one of the most important founders. Just make it easy.
Hold on, I want to see something. Let me just
and let the
skip ahead.
Wanted to
yeah, it's her talking for a bit. Okay, it was these other people talking, Hillary Clinton, Pete Buttigieg, and then it's this lady talking, and then this isn't the entire video, is it? Hold on, I am so confused.
I want to talk to you about the Electoral College.
Okay, you know what? Let's just go with this one. Yeah, more views. This one has millions.
I want to talk to you about the Electoral College and why it matters.
Talk to me. Look at her hair. It's like the edges of her hair. There's like an aura going on. They didn't chroma key her out properly.
All right, I know this doesn't sound like the most sensational topic of the day, but stay with me because I promise you it's one of the most important.
Yes.
To explain why requires a very brief civics review. The President and Vice President of the United States are not chosen by a nationwide popular vote of the American people.
And that's the problem, is people on our side say it should be. And Republicans say they don't like that. They want affirmative action to help get presidents elected. Because they can't win a popular vote, and they haven't been able to win one since George W. Bush.
Rather, they are chosen by 538 electors. This process is spelled out in the United States Constitution.
Okay.
Why didn't the founders just make it easy and let the presidential candidate with the most votes claim victory? Why did they create, and why do we continue to need this Electoral College?
They created it because it was a compromise to get other states to join the Union.
The answer is
200 and something years ago.
Critical to understanding not only the Electoral College, but also America. The founders had no intention of creating a pure majority rule democracy.
The majority of them also owned slaves, and some of them, like, raped their slaves, so I don't really take what they say as gospel. You know, this is a good face. You look back on what they did, and it's like, these people were not the fucking mythological figures you guys like to portray them as. They were pretty fucked up in many ways.
They knew from careful study of history what most have forgotten.
Oh yeah, this is also like a fascist thing. It's like, yeah, we care about this past that never really existed. We have all these mythological figures of the past. That's kind of how the right views things. But who cares? We don't live in this world anymore.
Democracy.
All right, whatever.
They knew from careful study of history what most have forgotten today or never learned. Pure democracies do not work.
I hope we get a source on that.
They implode. Democracy has been colorfully described as two wolves and a lamb voting on what's for dinner.
Oh man, this is so cucked.
In a pure democracy, bare majorities can easily tyrannize the rest of a country.
But like, well, I could counter that by saying having a popular vote is not a pure democracy either. Like, having a popular vote is just a popular vote because we're still electing a representative, right? A president is still a representative that we're electing. So it's still not a pure democracy. Pure democracy, we were voting on every decision, like having like a referendum on stuff. I'm down with having referendums too, make no mistake. But like a nationwide referendum on things in the United States is a very different thing than abolishing the Electoral College. Okay, let's go.
The founders wanted to avoid this at all costs. This is why we have three branches of government.
They didn't mention any examples of pure democracies imploding. Exploding would be fun, but no, imploding. Hello, Marksman. Blech, I'm too tired. I'm sorry, my brain is still in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level important ideas. I can't... Welcome to the party. Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been focusing too much on the big video. That's how it goes. Too many ideas.
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
Okay, yes.
It's why each state has 2 senators, no matter what its population, but also different numbers of representatives based entirely on population.
This is actually this is also fucked up and disproportionate right now. It hasn't been adjusted in a while. For example, the population to representative ratio is different in different states, and it's like that's kind of not how it's supposed to work. Like the population to representative ratio is, oh goodness, there are some rural states that have a significantly higher rate than like California does. Hold on. Yeah. One second here. There's a thing on this. This looks good. U.S. population keeps growing, but the House of Representatives is the same size as in the Taft era. Taft was a long time ago. William Howard Taft was president in 1909. Yikes. Okay. Number of people represented by lawmaker. And some states here... Oh goodness. Is there another chart? Oh, that's better. No, that's not. Ugh, why can't you guys just make this like easy to understand? Okay, here we are. The lowest, 1 representative per 500,000 in Rhode Island. Highest, 1 representative per 1 million. Montana? It's not fair. It's supposed to be Anyway, it's supposed to be a specific ratio, but it hasn't. But the number of members within the House of Representatives hasn't changed in a long time, and that's not supposed to happen. Okay, here we are. Currently, Montana has 1,050,000 people and 1 House member. Rhode Island has 1,059,000 people, but has 2 representatives. This is not an equal distribution. Anyway, okay, let's carry on.
It's why it takes a supermajority in Congress and 3/4 of the states to change the Constitution.
What was the point of this?
On population. It's why it takes a supermajority in Congress and 3/4 of the states to change the Constitution.
I don't see the relevancy of this.
And it's why we have the Electoral College. Here's how the Electoral College works. The presidential election happens in 2 phases.
It does.
The first phase is purely democratic. We hold 51 popular elections every presidential election year, 1 in each state and 1 in D.C. On Election Day in 2012, you may have thought you were voting for Barack Obama or Mitt Romney, but you were really voting for a slate of presidential electors. In Rhode Island, for example...
This is all true so far, although I would add there's another phase to this, which is the primary process that each party holds for challengers and to determine which person they're going to be putting up in the actual election. But that's another matter.
If you voted for Barack Obama of presidential electors. In Rhode Island, for example, if you voted for Barack Obama, you voted for the state's 4 Democratic electors. If you voted for Mitt Romney, you were really voting for the state's 4 Republican electors. Part 2 of the election is held in December, and it is this December election among the state's 538 electors.
Okay, she didn't really explain that the way I would have explained that. Okay, so it's like this. Within the state of I live in the state of Arizona. Election day in November rolls around. Here's what we do. Everyone in the state of Arizona who goes and votes. And, as in 2020, Arizona voted for Joe Biden. A majority of people in Arizona voted for Joe Biden. Each state is given a certain number of electors, that these people in the Electoral College. And if the majority wins, then that count goes to whichever side gets the majority, those electors go to that candidate. The loser doesn't get those 4, or doesn't get that number. It's not 4 in every state. It varies wildly depending upon the state. And yeah, okay.
Republican electors.
Why are Republicans red? Are they socialists? The Republican Party has existed for a very long time. Like before Karl Marx started, like before and around the time Karl Marx started writing stuff. They're red because you got to go back to them being red. that's before, that was before the Association of Socialists being red kind of took over. I think they used other colors before, but that's just kind of how it worked out.
Mitt Romney, you were really voting for the state's 4 Republican electors.
Okay, yeah, and this is true, and each state gets a different number of electors depending on the population.
Part 2 of the election is held in December, and it is this December election among the state's 538 electors, not the November election, which officially determines the identity of the next president.
So for example, a majority of people in Arizona vote for Biden, a majority of people in California vote for Biden, majority of people in Texas vote for Trump, and then instead of each individual voter in each state coming up and adding together, it's the electors instead from each state who won the majority there who go and they vote instead. Yeah, it is convoluted.
At least 270 votes are needed to win. Why is this so important? Because the system encourages coalition building and national campaigning.
That's, yeah. No. This is a post hoc excuse that they use to justify it, but this isn't exactly how it goes. Let's hear what she says.
In order to win, a candidate must have the support of many different types of voters from various parts of the country. Winning only the South or the Midwest is not good enough. You cannot win 270 electoral votes if only one part of the country is supporting you. But if winning were only about getting the most votes, a candidate might concentrate all of his efforts in the biggest cities or the biggest states.
The counter to this argument, though, while this might be true, the counter to this argument is, as it is right now, most states are kind of set in a certain way. Most states and most regions kind of vote Republican or Democrat, and most of them don't really switch. However, there are a handful of states that do switch. So instead of one party like focusing on the most populous states, we have people focusing on a few swing states. And this isn't a better alternative. It's just the exact same thing, really. Instead of focusing on New York, Florida, Texas, and California, now they're focusing Wisconsin, Michigan, and now Georgia and Arizona. Is that better? Not really. I'd argue that's actually worse, because now you're representing even less people. You're, instead of, with the other way, you could say you're representing a majority of Americans, but this way you're not even doing that. You're just representing the interests of a narrow few within certain states.
Why would that candidate care about what people in West Virginia or Iowa or Montana think?
And as it is right now, they don't care about what people in West Virginia, Iowa, or Montana think, because those aren't swing states.
But you might ask, isn't the election really only about the so-called swing states? Actually, no. If nothing else...
Oh, wow. Argument destroyed. You got me.
Safe and swing states are constantly changing. California voted safely Republican as recently as 1988.
Oh, I know this. Oh, she's not going to like that argument. Hold on a second. You want to know why that's not a good argument? Check this out. That was the George Bush versus Michael Dukakis. Remember him? Yeah, George Bush and Dan Quayle. Whoops. Can I get the map here? Hold on. I want like the full election map. Ah, there we go. There we go. It was a fucking landslide. Oh yeah, California voted Republican in 1988. The whole fucking country did. This is why statistics are important. This is an abnormality. This doesn't happen anymore. We're not likely to see landslide. Okay, maybe in the future we'll see landslide elections. You never really know. But statistically speaking, in most elections in the United States, or most presidential elections anyway, landslides are not common. This was an exception. This was riding this was riding off the coattails of Reagan, who was a massively popular president. Reagan, of course, from California. Of course he won California. All right.
Texas used to vote Democrat. Neither New Hampshire nor Virginia used to be swing states.
Yeah, and okay.
Most people think that George W. Bush won the 2000 election because...
And you say it's different because it changes, but it's like, it's still swing states. There's only a small amount of swing states in each election. California and Texas are not considered swing states anymore. So the argument still stands. We still only care about a few swing states in each election.
Because of Florida. Well, sort of.
Sorry, who was this?
George W. Hampshire nor Virginia used to be swing states. Most people think that George W. Bush won the 2000 election because of Florida.
Yeah?
Well, sort of. But he really won the election because he managed to flip one state which the Democrats thought was safe, West Virginia. Its 4 electoral votes turned
More than that.
out to be decisive. No political party can ignore any state.
Okay, he also won because they were doing a recount in Florida, and it was taking so long, and then the Supreme Court stopped the recount. Oh, the conservative Supreme Court, I might add.
For too long without be decisive.
What's up?
No
What you
political
got for
party
me?
can ignore any state for too long without suffering the consequences.
The other factor of this, though, you have to explain why I should fucking care, and you haven't. Because, okay, West Virginia, country roads, take me home. Like, they still have their local electors that they, electors. They still have local officials that they elect in local elections. Like, they still have people to represent them. But a president is supposed to represent all of us. So why do I give a fuck what the people in West Virginia do? Why do I give a fuck if a president really cares about them? I'd rather a president represent the most amount of Americans as possible. That's what I'd prefer. Well, why don't you do that? Why do you not care about that?
No political.
Because it's not really about democracy with these people. It's about power. That's what they really care about. And if we got rid of the Electoral College, Republicans would never win a presidential election again. They know that. They'd have to like massively change their tactics, or the party would just fucking perish and crumble, at least on the national level. And that's why they want to hold on to it. They don't want to get rid of it. That's why they got to cheat and lie and say, oh, the election was rigged. It was your fake news. Fox called the election for Arizona. It's fake news. No. Every little bit they can get to grasp. We're going to be hearing this for the next 20 years while they're on their way out.
Political party can ignore any state for too long.
Before they kill the rest of us.
Without suffering the consequences. Every state, and therefore every voter in every state, is important.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. This is objectively not true. This whole convoluted system that you set up has been a major cause in voter disenfranchisement. People feeling like their vote doesn't matter, that nothing they do is ever going to change and affect anything. Well, this is kind of why. Because they've set up this weird convoluted system, because they have these asinine fucking gerrymandered districts. And it's like, why people think, why should I vote if the entire system has been designed to not help me, and so that my vote doesn't really reach as far.
The Electoral College also makes it harder to steal elections. Votes must be stolen in the right state in order to change the outcome of the Electoral College. With so many swing states, this
The fuck is she talking about?
is hard to predict and hard to do. But without the Electoral College,
Stealing election? What? When did this come out? 2015? I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
any vote stolen in any precinct in the country could affect the national outcome.
How?
Even if that vote was easily stolen in the bluest California precinct or the red.
What does she mean by stealing votes? Does she mean like, oh, Hillary Clinton went to these districts and then people fucking voted for her? That's stealing votes.
Reddest Texas one.
It's kind of how like Trump and these other dumbass Republicans are with the latest election. Oh, they stole the election. The Democrats stole it. Damn right. You know how we did? You know how we stole it? We got more people to vote for us. If you guys had any competency and brains, you'd try the same thing.
The Electoral College is an ingenious method of selecting.
Actually, what she said made no. I'm assuming she's talking about fraud. She didn't use the word fraud. So I don't know what the fuck that means. But assuming that's what she mean, okay, I don't know what the fuck she meant, but assuming that's what she means, this actually doesn't work because there's like 300 million people in the country, and like half of us vote. It's like, well, less than half of us vote, more like a third, but that's still like tens of millions of people voting. Oh, I'm going to steal a few votes. I'm going to commit a few fraud. Yeah, in order to push it over the edge, you're going to have to commit fraud by the millions. You're this talking about electoral college and swing states changing doesn't fucking counter this. This doesn't fully connect to your point. You got to connect to your thesis. What's your name? Tara Ross. You got to connect to your thesis, Tara. Come on now.
The Electoral College is an ingenious method of selecting a president for a great, diverse republic such as our own.
Weak.
It protects against the tyranny of the majority.
Oh, fuck off. You know what? The other day, I went to McDonald's, and you know what I did? You know what? They didn't have any ice cream. They said the ice cream machine was broke. So I took off my pants and I shat on the counter. And then everybody in there, everybody told me to get the fuck out. What the hell is wrong with the staff at McDonald's and the customers? This, you know what this is? This is the tyranny of the majority. This is why democracy doesn't work.
Encourages coalition building and discourages voter fraud.
Okay, she was talking about fraud. Why did you... My God, stealing votes? When you say stealing votes, it makes it sound like someone fucking won the votes. Like, oh, I stole the votes like I stole your girl. You know, maybe if you spoke to her a little bit and didn't just like sit and play Call of Duty all day, you know, maybe she wouldn't feel so lonely and look for love and support within somebody else. Like, hey, Republicans, maybe if you didn't run up behind the guy who said that John McCain was a war hero because he was captured, and you prefer war heroes who weren't captured, and you kept shit talking the guy even after his death. Maybe if you guys didn't like fall in line behind that guy, you would have won Arizona. Big thoughts, big ideas. Okay, let's go. Our founders were proud of it. We can be too. Yeah, our founders were also like slave owning syphilis ridden fucking rapists. Like, who gives a shit what they said? I'm Tara Ross for Prager University. Hi, thanks.
Join
Tara.
Prager.
All right, we're not joining Prager University. We're all in the Celiacattack University where there is no tuition, and you don't get anything for your time. Okay, we're done recording with that. Okay, how's that? Was that fun? That was like the most requested one on the Discord, and I don't... There's a backlog. I promise I will get through them when the Dave Rubin video is done. I have been looking at everything in the suggestions tab, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. What's this? All right. I have been looking at everything. There is some good stuff in the suggestions tab. I will be going through them. Make no mistake. And if anyone wants to share more, I will see it. Know that I will see it, okay? And we'll get to it. But like I said, I've been really focusing on this big Dave Rubin video, and it's like really good. I think it's gonna be really good. And if any of you here right now haven't seen it yet, you can, well, I'll share it in the YouTube link. You can see it by joining the Patreon, backing me on Patreon, joining the YouTube membership thing, or you can also get the link on Discord, or just, you know, like ask me and I'll send it to you. I don't care. I don't paywall anything. It's just all the unlisted stuff is like either not done or not as good, so I don't feel like I'm like, I don't really feel like I'm paywalling anything. All right, let me take a drink. Yeah, McDonald's not letting me shit on the counter. It's like I looked that manager right in the eyes and I was like, Stephanie? More like Stalin, Effie. And then I ran away. Okay. The link I shared in the chat, by the way, that's that is the last. Periodically, I've been going through and putting up a lower res version of what I've done with the Dave Rubin video. That link was the last one I've uploaded on July 31st. The current version is quite a bit longer, quite a bit more stuff in it, quite a bit more polished, very nice, but I haven't uploaded that one yet. It's coming. It'll be great. Yeah, that's also helpful for like checking content ID stuff, which is very nice because Dave Rubin's channel apparently has some stuff that auto dings the content ID filter. Thanks, Dave. Gee, I love your love of free speech. Fucking hack. Okay, I hate how these mouth breathers call the term maternity the majority. Yeah. Makes so much sense that the way Mill used it to describe stuff like they do. Me not be able to fuck men because they hate gay people. Why do all these homosexuals keep sucking my cock? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think there was anything else in this. I think it's like just the same thing. Yeah, it's just the same thing reformatted into a square format. Why? Can I call them? Can I call them square? All right. Well, we are only 38 minutes into the stream. I guess we could do something else. Let me glance through the suggestions real quick. FDR, did FDR end the Great Depression? Yes, he did, among other things. I don't want to look at the Tuttle twins. I'm sorry. I hate children. I really do. Marvel's Captain America shreds the American dream in new comic from Fox News. Thanks, Dave. Very cool. You know, Fox News never content IDs anything I upload. Neither does PragerU. And it's like, you know, I can respect that in a way. Like, Dave, what the fuck, man? Yeah, he fucking content. It's not like, okay, it's an automated process. It wasn't manual, but it's like, it's just me talking about you talking to Sargon. This is really content ID'd? I guess it is. The five blast media for silence on Texas Democrats super spread. This was almost a month ago. Michaela, I should react to this Elliott House video. Did this guy appear in H Bomber Guy's soy video? Is that who this is? Does he get naked? Dude, is this gonna be bad? Avoid the problem with women in the workplace. Maybe I should look at that one. Black salesman gets his first customer, then sees a Confederate flag. Why did I share this here? I shared this here. What? I don't remember this. Equality Act, how will it affect Christians? Try to be less white. Oh my god. Woke SJW cringe compilation. Oh man, there is a fair amount of stuff I'm behind on. Okay, I think this is like where I was left off. Seen this one? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Think he was in that video? Yeah? Alright. We'll take a look at that one then. If that's who it is. Alright. Now we're recording. Zach should react to this Elliot Hulse video too. Alec Gomez, Bioenergetic Catharsis, original. Let's take a look, yeah? After the first one? Wait, what? What after the first one? What are you talking about? After the first one would be better. What are you talking about? What would be better? Tell me. You gotta give me the words. I don't know what's happening. I'm very tired. I took a nap. I only slept for a few hours, but then I like Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Alright, we'll do that one then. The one shared by Fox Jade. Alright, shared by Fox Jade. Elliot Hulse. The problem with women in the workplace. Alright, let's take a look, shall we? Avoid these women. Alright.
Too much time prospecting.
We are not. Alright. Alright. You know what? He hasn't even said anything. We are off to a fantastic start. Hi, Fox Jade, you're here. Hold on, what now? Richard Milos. Second one is funny, not exactly politics. Pineapple made a face. You seem new, Pineapple. Hi, welcome to the party. Welcome to the anarchy. Welcome to whatever it is we're doing tonight. Please do watch mine afterwards. All right, we'll see. We'll see how we feel. We will get to it, but we'll see how we feel after this. The problem with women in the workplace. Let's take a look. Why is it in parentheses? What? Or why is it in quotation marks? That's weird. It's not parentheses. Second one is essential viewing. All right, if you say so. Welcome to the party, Randomness Central. All right, this is Elliot Hulse. In the short video from a live Q&A with my private group of men who are growing stronger every day in every way, we discuss the downfall of having women in the workplace. Hey, it's not in quotations down here. Inconsistency. Let me know what you think. P.S. If you're interested in becoming a king in your life, in fitness, business, and with women, and want to join a group of like-minded men who are growing stronger every day in every way in this degenerate age, DM me the word king on Instagram. Me and my team will get back to you details to see if you qualify. The fuck? Is this some like... We're gonna run a background check and see if you have O negative blood, because that's where things are really selling. That's what's really selling. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but let's go. Give it to me, Elliot.
If these women want to play ball they might get tackled. If you're working with these women and they want to work in a work environment that's a manly work environment, men getting shit done, building stuff, breaking stuff, and
Hey, don't tackle your coworkers. I don't know what environment you're in. That's generally not a good idea. Like, even for football players, it's like, there's a lot of brain damage going on. Should we really be doing this?
making empires, then they ought to be able to roll with the punches.
I'm sorry, wait. I also... What?
Work environment that's a manly work environment, men getting shit done, building stuff, breaking stuff, and making empires, then they
Making empires? Alright, guy.
ought to be able to roll with the punches.
Yo, Elliot.
Hey, look. if the, I can't even like act like him. Hey, if these hoes want to come in and work in my 9-to-5 office job, they need to be able to take a few smacks, if you know what I mean. I'm a man. Hoorah!
Yo, Elliot, I continue to notice that there are more and more women in the work environment. And the women around my age of 20, they're not really mature women.
Hey, actually, I agree with that. Okay, so far, I'm 20, I'm 27. Like, 20 is way too young. I'm sorry.
In September, I started university. I want to take the lead in
the age gap is way too much. I can't engage. Listen, if anyone here's 20, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just mean, like, this relationship is not gonna work. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
Projects, but I don't know if I'll be able to work with women. 20, they're not really mature women. In September, I started university. I want to take the lead in the projects, but I don't know if I'll be able to work with women. I want to get things...
Okay, now that's really weird, though. I can work... Okay. I take it back what I said. This was going a different direction. I thought this guy was going to talk about, like, dating. I was going to say, like, you know, that's already a large gap. This is not him talking about dating. This is him talking about working with women. That's really strange. You can't work with an adult? Like, what are you even doing? You said university?
Things done, but I'm afraid that the women I have to work with won't be as driven and serious as I am. I can be...
Literally, all you have to do is just write out the fucking project report. It's not really hard.
Ruthless when it comes to saying what I think about someone's performance.
Let me hear it again.
As I am. I can be ruthless when it comes to saying what I think about someone's performance.
Okay.
I'll go all in when I need to tell a man, but not so much with a woman. I don't think it's very gentlemanly-like of me when I go all in on a woman. My question is how to best work with women.
Okay, when I was in biology in college, I would normally just do like the majority of the project. This wasn't like I'm taking on responsibility and everyone else is lazy. This was I know what I'm doing because I've taken similar classes before. The rest of you don't. Here's what I need from you. Let me put it together. Okay, I'll get it together and I'll get it done right. And everyone else is like, okay, you know what? You seem like you do have the idea. We got A's every single time in that class. That was a very nice project. I would have the other people do data collection, which was like kind of boring, but you know, it's not like putting together like a graph like I can do and I'm really good at. Anyway, whatever.
So
that's the easy way to do it. Just be yay. Hey, wait a second. Elliot, I don't know what advice this Elliot guy is going to give. Let me give you the advice. You know what? You want to be a tough alpha Chad man king? Do it all yourself. But accept help when it's offered. Okay. No.
My opinion, there's no reason to be gentlemanly like with a bunch of women who are not being feminine, right? And so if these women want to play ball, they might get tackled. If you're working with these women and they want to work in a work environment that's a
This went a completely different direction.
manly working,
And we lost half our viewers. Hey, I ain't wrong. Sorry, where are we going with this?
and so if these women want to play ball, they might get tackled. If you're working with these women and they want to work in a work environment that's a manly work environment, men getting shit done,
He was talking about a university. What is this?
building stuff, breaking stuff, and making empires, then they ought to be able to roll with the punches. Just like when we were kids. Do you remember when we were kids, we would play like football, right? Boys would play football. I remember playing football. We would just tackle the
No, actually, I didn't when I was a kid.
shit out of each other. We have a
Actually, we didn't go outside very much because it was 110 degrees. Because I live in a fucking hellhole, Mad Max dystopia.
grand old time, me and the boys in the neighborhood playing football and knocking each other out. But then come along the girl, right? And the girl is cute, so you make accommodations for her. She's cute.
Okay.
Oh, she wants to play with us, but nobody's going to tackle the girl like they tackle the boys. You're going to hold back just a little bit. Oh, it's a girl. And then you know what? You got this one kid that was just like, he's so based that when the girl gets the ball, he just bang, knocks the shit out of her, right?
Unironically. Whoa. Wait. He knocked the shit out of the girl?
You're going to hold back just a little bit. Oh, it's a girl. And then you know what? You got this one kid that was just like, he's so based that when the girl gets the ball, he just bang, knocks the shit out of her, right? And then she wants
Oh my god! What the fuck? I did not have this kind of childhood. What the fuck is this? I played soccer as a kid. There was no tackling involved. When I was really young, we had boys and girls play together. It was fun. It was great. It was fine. Now, as we got older, began to be a little more obvious. Some people were significantly stronger than the others. The boys were significantly stronger. Not all the boys, though.
start crying, and
but this is pretty fucked. Oh my god.
the boys call him a tyrant. Well, that's okay.
Let's hear that again.
He knocks the shit out of her, right? And then she wants to start crying, and the other boys call him a tyrant. Well,
Call him a tyrant? I'd call him an asshole, not a tyrant.
that's okay when you guys are kids, but when we like working in the real world, when the bottom line is at hand, and men belong.
Just imagine this in any other like situation. Hey, you know, one day after school, you know, we were hanging out at the chess club. You know, I was playing. I did the opening Dragon's Gambit, and you know what? And then we were having a grand old time. We were talking trash, and then this girl came up, and you know what? And she tried to like play against me and beat me, and I just beat the shit out of her. and she, no, that's why I'm the king of the chess club. I'm so based.
In the workplace and women have invaded, they gonna get treated like men, right? You want to be here with the big boys? You want to do the things that the boys are doing? You want to hang with the men?
Don't fucking tackle your coworkers. This is not appropriate.
You're gonna get treated like a man. And I tell you this, if you treat this woman like you would treat the other men, the women that see you treating her that way will be turned on. Because they realize this guy's no simp. He's no pushover. He's not going to accommodate for this inferior man, because that's...
Okay. There's a thread here that's correct in that you should be treating the women coworkers like you would treat men coworkers. Yes, you should be doing that. And yes, women like people who can respect others. But let's hear where he goes, right?
That's what women are playing. They're playing this game of being inferior men. rather than being superior women at home making babies, raising their families, and being good wives. They out there trying to compete, right? And the fact
they're out there trying to make money. Like, that's the society that we live in. Like, it's not enough to just fucking be someone's housewife. That's not enough income anymore. You need more.
that you're in university, and university nowadays is like 90% women, you're going to be dealing with all.
No, it's like 55. Depending on where you go. I will admit, my theater classes, some of them were like 60-70% women. That was like the one imbalance. Of all the classes that I took in college, that was the only one with a noticeable gender imbalance. Were some of the theater classes. Everything else was pretty close to equal.
All these insufferable bitches that think they.
I mean, I didn't take like engineering or any, super nerdy stuff like that. But art, hey, art major.
Smart and they're well deserving.
Sorry, what you got for me?
You're gonna be dealing with all these insufferable bitches that think they smart and they're well deserving and they're strong and they're independent and they're gonna try to flex their muscle on you. Either that or they're gonna Me Too you, and you gotta.
Okay. Let's put this another way. You're going to be working with a lot of women. In the real world, you're probably going to be working with women. And some of them are going to be smarter than you. And you need to learn to work with these women. You can't just call them insufferable bitches. You're not going to get Me Too'd. You're going to get written up by HR and kicked out of the company.
Stand firm. You gotta say no. I'm not putting up with you. I'm not dealing with you. I don't care if you cry. I don't care if your feelings were hurt. I don't care.
Yeah, don't ever act like this in your job. Pro tip, guys. Don't ever do this.
Care if you're on your period. Oh, you're pregnant.
And never mention that to a coworker. Okay?
Go home. Right? That's
actually, like, mentioning that to your coworkers within the United States, saying stuff like that is literally illegal. Like, you're not allowed to discriminate based upon sex and gender, and you're not allowed to discriminate based upon pregnancy either. And sometimes within personal interactions, sometimes it might be a little bit of a gray area depending on the jurisdiction you are, because sometimes it's not a personal interaction where you say these things is not necessarily discrimination. Yeah, borderline sexual harassment. That's correct. Not necessarily discrimination, but most likely you will be fired for this. Now, if you're a supervisor and you say this, boom, that's discrimination. You did break the law. You're going to get in trouble for that. But if you're like on equal footing, it's like you're going to get written up and get fired for this. Not necessarily breaking the law, but don't do it either way.
just the way.
Unless you're at Blizzard. Did you hear? They just got rid of Diablo 4 dev McCree. He's gone. McCree, the big guy, he's gone. That's wild. He's been at Blizzard for like a very long time. I don't remember how long.
It should be, right? Why?
Sorry, what you got?
Go home, right?
I feel so bad for Blizzard. Like the actual like artists though. It's like the future of that company is like, oh, it is not looking good. Gets hit by COVID and gets hit by all this. Oh. That's unfortunate, because there's a lot of artists who've put a lot of work into that who are not really responsible for this. Like hundreds of artists just throw all their IPs. But can't put the genie back in the bottle now.
Just the way it should be.
Right, what's up?
Right? Why do we have to accommodate for the lowest common denominator? Why do we have?
Well, I don't know. Why do we have to accommodate for the lowest common denominator? My mouse is circling his face. We look. We do, because people like you exist. We have to make rules, because when we don't make the rules, people like you give us reasons to make these rules.
To draw ourselves back.
Bad argument.
Listen, the business world is like the battlefield these days, right? We're not really.
This is the guy who was in the H-Bomber guy video, wasn't he? Maybe it was a different guy. I don't remember. No, I'm blanking.
Fighting real wars. The entrepreneur is the new warrior. And if we're out there building businesses, we're stretching the bottom line. We're expanding our product line. We're doing a whole lot, but you getting in my way.
I was a businessman doing a business at the business factory.
You whining, you crying. And here's the other thing with women these days, right? Because of feminism, you can't say nothing to them without it turning into me too, right? So
I can't say nothing to my women coworkers because they might say I raped them. What the fuck? This is not a normal thought process. You know, look, I've worked with, I don't know, in my whole life, I've probably worked with hundreds of women. I don't remember. I was never counting them. Hey, it is the same guy in the H-Bomber guy video. Hey, Elliot Hulse. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, so there's our answer. This guy's done a lot of, he's probably done a lot of steroids. What was I gonna say here? I already blanked.
Without it turning into.
Oh yeah, I've worked with so many women. I can't even remember them all. Like a normal person. I've never been afraid of getting Me Too'd, cause like, oh, what have I done? Nothing, cause I treat my coworkers with respect. And if you're like a coworker of mine, I'm probably not gonna hit on you at all. In fact, I rarely hit on people because it's like, I don't know you. I want to know you first, and then we can talk later. And then maybe, like after we've known each other for like 5 years, then maybe I'll consider hitting on you, depending on how our relationship is at that time.
Me too, right? So as far as working with women, there's a trend. There's a new trend I've noticed, and I started hearing about it and reading about it, where men will.
Okay, anyone else here? Get shout out to everyone else here who doesn't feel like they're ever going to get Me Too'd because, they have some basic social skills and know how to avoid these things.
Will not work with women, I've noticed. And I started.
I really do feel like there's a lot of people who just don't develop proper social and emotional intelligence. They don't know how to control themselves properly because no one ever taught them. Maybe that should be another video I do in the future.
Hearing about it and reading about it, where men will not work with women because feminism has made it such, and the Me Too movement has made it such that if you're alone with a woman, she could say anything she wants about.
I feel like that's a you problem, dog. Like that's hey, you may feel that way, but not me too. Hey. Okay. I don't have social skills, but I do know how to avoid being accused of rape. Well, guess what? You know what that means? You do have social skills. You have more than Elliot here.
What you did or said to her. So a lot of guys, what they're doing, I heard this about on Wall Street.
Or maybe another way to describe that, not social skills, but like social intelligence. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because a skill is like something that you develop, but you have to like have practice at it. But you've got the social intelligence to know how you are and are not supposed to interact with people. And Elliot here lacks that intelligence for whatever reason.
Street, they won't take trips with women, right? They won't be alone on a flight with a woman. They won't be alone in a hotel with a woman.
Alone on a flight with a woman? How often does that happen? Ah, yeah. I got on the plane with the 100 seats. There's only one person there. And she looked at me, and then I knew it. That was it. I just couldn't stop raping her. No. No.
They won't be alone.
That's like...
in the office with a woman. They always would invite more, or they just don't invite the women. The women are not being invited anymore because they're behaving badly.
Invited to what?
Or if you're with a woman, one of the things you should do is have a microphone, have something recording the whole conversation, right? Hey, you're a woman.
You know, maybe they should be recording you if you're going to be fucking tackling them while they work, and you say you don't care if you make them cry, and then your friend tackled the other coworker while playing football, and you were like, yo, he's based. Like, baby, it sounds like you're a problem, my guy.
You want to be a big boy, you want to come work with me, but they have that, they have that ability to be believed, right? Believe all women, right? Which is a lie. They don't believe all women. They don't.
Oh, man. Sometimes I wish I could understand how people get like this. Top 10 ways to end up on an out of context clips channel. I don't care. What are they gonna do to me? I don't care. There's many clips of me talking about cannibalism.
They don't believe all women when they're telling the truth, right? But they don't believe all women when it will make men look bad. Believe all women. Okay, believe all women.
Well, I mean, we'll believe all women who are going to have a recording of you saying these things in the work environment. That's kind of damning evidence we can't really overlook.
Guess what? Believe this. You ain't hanging out with me unless I got a
Believe this nuts.
tape recorder in the room. You're not hanging out with me unless I have this iPad recording us from the corner in the tripod.
This is not legal in certain states, by the way. Certain states you have to, if you're recording someone, you have to it's like California, for example. If you're recording someone, you have to tell them you're recording it unless you know they're going to commit a crime or something. It's not illegal to record people without their consent in California. Now, Arizona is not one of those states. I can record you all day. Well, within reason, right? Like, I can't it would be illegal to put a camera in my bathroom and record guests, but if it's a phone conversation, it's perfectly fine. I'll record my wife sleeping. The perfect crime.
Right? This is what men are doing. They're not allowing themselves to be alone with women, and it's a good idea.
He's gonna wear a body cam to work. Imagine somebody googling how to figure out celiac disease, somebody becoming leftist because of Zach. I've had the thought I should make a video about what is celiac disease, and it's just not politics, not related to anything else on the channel. It's just hey, we're gonna use this to show patients what celiac disease is, and then they oh, this guy's pretty funny. Let's look at his other stuff. Oh my.
Idea. In fact, I started taking my daughters to a soccer clinic, a soccer coach, right? Soccer coach.
Hell
my
yeah.
daughters are playing soccer. I think it's good for women to be in athletics. They should be in shape. My wife lives.
He's right. He's right about this. That's good.
Right?
This is
so I
good.
get my daughters involved with sports, not so that they can compete with men and try to be boys like these girls who put on helmets and want to play football with boys. Those girls should get smashed. Stay in your lane.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Those girls should get smashed. That's not weird.
I take them to soccer practice, and you know, the soccer practice is young coach. He reminds me of myself when I was first starting out. He's at a little warehouse gym, real small place. It's just him in there. You know what? He has a policy. He says, I will not stay in here with your daughter alone. He says, by no means.
You know, when I played soccer, it was all outside. You know, in public.
Ever do I allow myself to be alone with a girl in this warehouse, right? I remember when I started strength camp, I have a couple little girls.
Well, I mean, I understand that if it's like little kids, right? But then at the same time, like, in a way, you're also supposed to be like the responsible chaperone here, you know?
Clients, you know, teenage girls, high school girl clients, and their parents would drop them off, and I would do some workouts with them, and they would go home, right?
Imagine my dad saying that. My dad is a string bean. Well, he's also got dementia. I weigh more now than my dad like ever has. So like, it would be hilarious to imagine him saying something like this guy, because it's like, what are you gonna do? like you're tiny.
Right? I thought nothing of it, right? This was back in like 2008. But this guy, he's smart. He's like, no, you can't drop your daughter off. You have to stay here. The only way you can drop your daughter off is if there's a group, if there's a large group and they can all see. And it's better that the large group also has boys in it, right? This is what he says. And I don't blame him for that. He's right. He's right. If you're going to be around women, you better not be alone with them. You better bring another man, preferably another man, but it should be more than one. There should be more than one if you're ever going to be alone with these women in the workplace, bro. Because they.
So he just like jumped wildly here from between living his kids alone with an adult man and working with women in the workplace. These are two very different situations, two very different contexts. I can understand having a little bit more protection you want to have over your kids. I get that. But in the workplace, it's like, come on, you're all fucking adults here. Like, have a little bit of professionalism when you handle this.
They're ruining it for everybody. And so
okay, he mad. He mad.
I wish you the best. I wouldn't want to be in your situation.
Imagine being this guy's kids. I'm trying not to. For all we know, he actually might be like a great parent. You know, he's taking his kids to play soccer. Like that is a good thing. You know, for all we know, he could be good. He might just have some weird, stupid, toxic things he believes, which, for being honest, a lot of parents have. HR flashback. Oh,
right?
yeah.
I will much rather work with men and then come home to my wife. I love women. I really do. I love my wife. I love my daughters.
So strange.
But I want to come home to them. I want my wife to be at home, being a home.
You know, when I worked with women, I didn't. That's a good face. Oh my god. when I worked with women, you know what? I didn't really think of them like, oh, I'm working with women. Oh, what am I gonna do? No, most of it's like, hello, soulless automaton, worker number 3. Will you help me bale this cardboard? And they go, yes, worker. Worker designation, Mr. Attack. I will help you bale this cardboard. Thank you, worker automaton number 3. We do not receive adequate compensation for our labor. You are correct, worker automaton Attack.
Homemaker.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to work with my wife in the office, right?
Why the fuck not? I would. I would work with your wife in the office, if you know what I mean. Okay. He has like a look of disappointment on his face. I listen, like, you know, if you really get along, like with your wife, like what's wrong with like starting a business with her, you know? That seems like a perfectly normal, healthy thing to do.
I don't want to be out there competing with her for sales, right?
I don't want a job in sales though. That sucks.
I want to go do that. That's what men go do. Part of the problem with
Bulletproof reasoning. You knocked it out of the park, Elliot.
the lack of polarity in this sexual generation right now is because
The lack of polarity in our sexual generation?
I want to
Wait,
go
what?
do that. That's what men go do. Part of the problem with the lack of polarity in this sexual generation.
What a weird sentence to say. Part of the lack of polarity in our current generation is the polar ice caps are melting. The polar field's not working anymore.
Right now
All right.
is because women do what men do, so men have nothing to offer women. We really don't. They don't need us anymore.
Sounds like a you problem, my guy. Self-report? Yeah. I don't know. Have you tried giving them some good dick? Might be worth a try, Elliot. But hey, what else are you offering? Listen, Elliot. I'm sorry. I deeply apologize. I know what long-term steroid use can do to men's reproductive organs. I'm deeply sorry. That was a microaggression against you. It was rude of me. I apologize, okay?
It was good when we needed each other, but they don't need us, right? We need them if we want babies, right? And they need us too. But as far as lifestyle is concerned, they don't need us. So you know what men become? Disposable. We're disposable.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Let me hear this, actually. I have mentioned before that there is like a disposability of men thing in our culture. But let's hear this.
I think there needs to be a movement, plenty of movements. I love this idea of movements, that things are
I like the idea of movement too. I like exercise.
changing, but most of my ideas are a reversion to tradition. I think we need to go back to tradition.
No.
And as shit hit,
Your tradition literally caused the disposability of men in the first place, my guy. These traditions were what caused men to fucking join the military and get their legs blown off in trenches, fighting wars for God knows why. No, this is not what you need. If you were gonna say we need like a new movement to redefine what masculinity is, I'd actually be on board with this. But
hits the fan and things get harder.
it's just fucking traditionalist bullshit. This is not what we need. This is not what the men today need.
We will go back to tradition. Women will go back to their homes. They will go back to their homes.
I'm sorry, what was the start of
I think
this?
we need to go back to tradition. And as shit hits the fan and things get harder, we will go back to tradition. Women will go back to their homes. They will go back to their homes when things start getting really tough out there, because men protect the border. Men work outside. Men are on the...
There are women in the border patrol, my God. That's not what he means.
outskirts. Women are in the inskirts. Women are in skirts. They're in the home.
That was... Wow. His brain is toast. Well, I think we've got all we're going to get out of this,
That's
but
where
let's
they belong.
continue.
They don't belong. Racking up hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt at university for some bullshit job, middle management.
Racking up hundreds of thousands of dollars in universities for a bullshit job. What are you gonna do with that medical doctorate? What are you gonna do with that law degree?
Telling a bunch of simps what to do, right? It's
What? Oh, you're gonna get a medical license and tell a bunch of simp nurses what to do? Oh,
it's unbecoming.
That's great.
It's unnecessary. Men can do it, and there will be a time when women will be valued.
Okay, no, none of this is what's gonna happen, my guy. When you say we need to return to tradition, we need to do this. No, women aren't going back. Men aren't going back. What you need is a new. How about we have a new definition of masculinity? Hey guys. First off, don't fucking rape people. Yay! Second, don't fucking tackle your fucking coworkers. Don't make them cry. Don't say this shit to your coworkers. Next, if you're subscribed to this guy named Elliot Hulse, definitely unsubscribe to him and subscribe to this other guy named Celiacattack. He's much cooler. And don't fucking return to tradition where you can't even cry and you're expected to join the military, get your legs blown off, and fucking have shell shock for the rest of your life.
What they do.
I don't know, he's kind of cringe. Well, sometimes he can be. Sometimes he is.
Best. Relationships, family, children, home, nurturing.
How about a new kind of guy? Guys, how about this, okay? Men, here's a new kind of men. Men, you don't need women. How about that? Oh, how's that for a turn twister? That's right. You don't need men. You have your bros. Just listen. Is it really gay to suck a bro's dick? Is it though? Is it? There's a bit of leeway here. Come on.
Right? These are beautiful things. These are great.
Listen, it's what women do, right? Don't. Well, I don't know. But like, you know how they say, women often there's like a stereotype of like women experimenting with being bi in college. I'm just saying, maybe that should be everyone in college, okay? Just give it a shot, right? Listen. It doesn't make you gay to try it. I'm just saying, be open to the possibilities, right? All right, let's go.
There's nothing oppressive about it. And that way men can go and do what we do best, which is work. Right?
Work till you die. Ha ha!
Stop getting in our way.
Actually, this is objectively wrong. Men are not best at working. Well, robots are. And they're coming for all of us.
Stay home. Done.
Yo, it's your bro, Elliot.
I think I fucked the grammar up with that joke, but whatever.
About it. And that way men can go and do what we do best, which is work.
Actually, the best thing that men are at, eating hot chip and lie. I don't know.
Right? Stop getting in our way.
Okay.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Yo, it's your bro.
Stay home. Okay.
Elliot, I hope you enjoyed that video.
That's it.
If you did, things we get together about 4 or 5 hours a week and we speak on things as it relates to becoming kings in our lives in fitness, business, and with women. If that sounds like you and you want to join a like-minded group of men who are growing stronger every day in every way in this degenerate age, then it's real simple. Just follow me on Instagram.
Why would I do this if it's simple? Ha! Got him! He's a simp.
and then DM me the word king, K-I-N-G.
I ain't doing that. Should I do that? Alright, we're gonna stop recording there, and we're gonna check out the other one, I guess. Alright. What do we think, folks? I will look up the new one just a second. I'm looking right now. What do we think of that? That video was pretty wild, pretty weird. What a weird guy. Someone's making coffee. Sounds like an MLM. I imagine it is. Alright. React to this Elliot Hulse video too. Oh, whoops, it opened on the other tab. Bioenergetic Catharsis Original. The original video posted by Elliot Hulse. I did not own the rights to this video. Must see XD. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm hoping this doesn't do something that's like gonna get me in trouble, alright? Okay? Okay. I don't know if that was a good segment. I never know what good segments are. I'm sweating. Oh my god. Sometimes when I'm editing this stuff, it's like, ah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty good. And then I get it uploaded. And then it's like, I never think of it again. It's just out of my mind. And then I look back and it's like, I hate this. I hate myself. I don't hate myself. I just hate myself on camera. Well, I don't even do that. I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I've spent too much time thinking about this. Okay, anyway. This is Bioenergetic Catharsis Original. Original video posted by Elliot Hulse. Do not own the rights to this video. Must see XD. Alright, let's go.
Are you depressed?
Sometimes.
Do you find that you become depressed sometimes? Do you find that you're depressing your energy?
Actually, my depression manifests mainly as not finding joy in things, and not necessarily like a cloud hanging over me, and not a suicidality. It's mainly like things that are supposed to make me happy, or things that would like normally give you like a dopamine or serotonin hit don't really do it for me. That's a slightly different kind of depression than what most people expect, but
You find that everything that you know you are on the inside, sexual and sexy and hungry and happy and angry.
that is very loud. You're right. That other one was pretty quiet. Let me change that. All right, what you got for me? Crazy. This is like a loading dock. What is he do? What is this?
And sad. All those things don't count. They don't matter. You've got to put them away so you depress them.
Hell yeah. Well, actually, no. You need to confront them, understand what's causing them, and work your way through it. Just drowning it and pressing it down is only going to make it bottle up and boil over at some point later down the road. And sometimes that can be catastrophic. All right.
I've told you before that you've got to express. That's the only way to break
My
the depression
God.
pattern, because I get depressed. In fact,
Yeah?
I've been depressed for the past several days. I've been teaching workshops. I've been building businesses and watching children and doing all this
You're watching children? Elliot, what are you doing?
shit that I have to do, and never letting out all the sexual synergy and hunger and anger and frustration
Oh yeah, he's roided up all right.
and yelling and eating and breathing. Attend me.
Is that his orgasm face?
I
What is this?
don't want to fuck my wife because I'm
Don't worry, I got that covered. Ha!
Sucking the sexual energy in.
What is this?
I don't want to train. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to fucking do anything because it's become a neurotic holding pattern. Because depression is a holding pattern. You're holding yourself depressed. I'm holding it in. I'm holding in the energy.
So this is supposed to be like a motivational speech, right? Like that's the point of this?
You've got to express. I've told you this before, but you've got to express.
Express yourself. Woo. Or what was the other? What's the Diplo song? Like, I don't know.
That's how you get out of depression.
Ha! Psych! I get out of depression. I get out of depression thanks to my fucking pills. Okay, whatever. Content ID'd? I don't think so. I don't think he content IDs. Now I'm gonna look. I don't see anything on my dashboard about it, so maybe not. Don't fucking do this to me, man. Don't fucking scare me.
It begins with the breath. You gotta breathe. Breathing brings energy into the body, brings vitality, vibration back into a dead fucking body. Because your body's not doing anything, because your brain's doing it all. You're all trapped in your goddamn head, and you gotta wake the body back up.
He's right.
Wake the body back up.
How do I do
and
this?
You do it
Tell me,
by
Elliot.
expanding the chest. Open.
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna
breathe erratically, open your chest. This is where your heart is. This is where you love. Animals close their hearts, they hold down. Animals, that's human beings. We open up the heart.
I like
open
my
it
chest.
up and we stand up and you can see it. It's soft. It's supposed to be soft, but we make it hard. We make
someone's hard, if you know what I mean.
belly hard.
This is the whole thing. Is he is he coked up? What's happening?
But you've got to soften it so that your heart can open up.
I ain't doing that. I've had severe trauma to my insides. Sorry.
So that your sex can open up. So that your expression.
Oh my God.
Can open up. So you've got to breathe.
That's just so good. That's just so good.
Big breathing. Big body breathing into your balls. Shake your balls.
This is not going to be a segment for the channel.
To get the breath down lower, shake your balls.
I am not doing this on stream.
Feel your balls shaking.
Okay, really?
Breathe and vibrate.
He just keeps going.
Vibrant! They like to say fucking vibrant. They like to say vibrant on TV. They like to say vibrant in
I like the word scintillating and effervescent.
Commercials where they sell you pills. But the people in the commercials don't.
This is making you uncomfortable. Think of it as an elaborate theater performance, a work of art. You know how, maybe you don't know, you go to a university, you'll see some wild art students do some impressive performance art you never would have thought of yourself. I've seen some impressive performance art. This is like, if I saw this and didn't know the rest of the channel, didn't know the rest of this guy, I would assume this is like some art student.
Vibrate! They're stiff. They're stuck. They're neurotic. Kick, 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 kick.
Oh, he's in the KKK. That's what he's trying to tell us.
Kick, kick. Neurotic holding patterns.
Amazing.
But you're gonna let go because they're gonna shh.
Shake it out.
Shake all the shit out.
Shake it out, Elliot. Oh, yeah.
Shake the motherfucker out. Shake it out.
Okay. Do we want to finish this? Who shared this again? Was it you, Fox Jade? No, Elliot. No, Natsuki shared this. Okay. Talk about a blast from the past. How old is this thing? Yes, please. Okay. Okay.
Shake it out.
Is there a punchline to this?
Stop being so damn respectable. Stop being so good. Stop being so right.
2016, but the camera quality looks like 2008.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
Go in your room like me.
Yeah, he's right.
Go where there's no one else.
Yeah.
And shake your shit.
Well, I have severe trauma to my insides. I'm not doing that, but yes. Actually, I already pooped earlier today. I'm not sick of my
Shake your shit. Shake your balls. Breathe. And then ground. Deeper sounds go deeper into your body. The deeper the sound, the closer to your balls it is.
What?
The higher your sound, the higher it is in your throat, the more of a whiny son of a bitch you are.
This is not really how your vocal cords
The
work.
shit low. You know you're castrated when your voice is too high. Practice deep sounds. Breathe, vibrate.
Can you imagine having sex with him? like, oh, what have I'd be like, what have I done? Get me out of here.
And practice deep sounds. You don't have to choose to hold the depression. Let go of it and express. It's all good. You're allowed to do it. You don't have to be a good boy all the time. Ha!
Every white guy's got the Joker impression. Well, he's ethnically ambiguous, but...
There are tears inside. There's laughter inside. It's all inside. It's all in your belly. Stop holding it tight.
Also, hold on. He's got like...
All the time.
He's got like crowns on the inside. That's alright though, no shame.
It's all inside. It's all in your belly. Stop holding it tight. Let it go. You're allowed to let go.
Is he having a seizure?
Be free.
Elliot said,
Yay! Be free. Okay, that's that. And then some music. Alright, shut up. Do you feel like your life has improved measurably after watching that? I don't feel like mine is. That was funny though. That was incredible. What a character. What a character. Yeah, at first I thought, when I saw the thumbnail, I thought that was Tyler 1. Yes, no, yes. That was so amazing. all of you people answering. That was so beautiful. I loved that. Actually, I do feel like, now that I think about it a little bit, that was kind of fulfilling. I kind of do like that. You know what? Now I think about it a little bit more. It's like that. That was kind of like watching like an art performance. You know, kind of like kind of like watching like some art student do a interpretive dance or something. That's kind of heartwarming in a way, you know? Now, should I do that thing he said, like PM him the message king? Should I really do this? Oh no. Whoop, that's an ad. Hold on. Let me like look at his Instagram first. There might be some like weird shit. What did he say? What did he say it meant? Let's see. P.S. If you're interested in becoming a king in your life, king is capitalized, all caps, parentheses, in fitness, business, and with women, close parentheses, and want to join a group of like-minded men who are growing stronger every day in every way in this degenerate age, DM me with the word king on Instagram. Me and my team will get back to you with the details to see if you qualify. Done. It kind of sounds like some kind of like scam or pyramid scheme, right? Like that's the first sounding thing. Don't get yourself involved in that. I don't know. I kind of feel like him and his team. I don't know what that means. 18 plus art student. Yeah. I don't know, like my mother watches some of my videos, right? And like will like forward me PragerU stuff. Be like, you should look at this. You should look at this. It's like, what? You're sending this to my email? All right. What have you got in here? I'm looking at his Instagram page and it's not like, I don't know, it's not super bad. It just looks like a lot of pictures of him in a tank top, and then there's a lot of like videos where he's talking about whatever. I don't really know. He wants to be free. I want to join Ronaldinho's soccer empire. And like one of the most recent things he shared, hard times, strong men, good times, weak men, hard times. Absurd. Is this like a cult that he's trying? If you believe that weak men are the plague of our society, you might be interested in joining our private king circle. DM me king now. I'll get you the details. Like, aren't you... I'm sorry, Elliot. Aren't you like the weak men in this scenario then? You're not posing in front of Beyond Fried Chicken? I don't understand how that would make someone a weak man. Like oh wow. Oh, it's soy. Oh, it took me a second. I haven't actually ever had it. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's pretty cringe. But like, you know, the good times created weak men, and you say weak men are plaguing our society. Aren't you part of the weak men then? Aren't you part of like that generation and that group? I feel like you guys I feel like the guys who think and say these things never think these things through very much. Here's the problem though. There've always been hard times. Like always. Like there's not been like a gap in hard times and good times. Things are always hard depending on where you are. Right? Like, oh yeah, post World War II, it was good times for the United States. We had a big economic growth. Not necessarily so great times for, the continent of Asia. They had hard times during World War II. and then post World War II, they had more hard times. It just kind of kept going. In fact, arguably, they're still in hard times. So that worked well. Good job. See, you're completely destroyed. Beyond Burgers are great. Are they? They used to not be gluten-free. Well, I guess I still can't go get them like at Burger King, but the meat used to be made with wheat, and I can't eat wheat. Celiac disease. But they changed the recipe like a year or two ago, and now I can eat you can get the Beyond Meat like at the store, but I could get it and eat it, but I've never done it. Maybe I should try it. And honestly, like, hold on, let's scroll back up. You really want to talk about the bad stuff in people's diet. It's not Beyond Fried Chicken that's the bad stuff in people's diet. It's the bad stuff is like extremely high sugar content, extremely high carb content, not getting enough fiber, not getting enough protein, beer, literally any kind of alcohol. You want to talk bad stuff in people's diet, there's like a long list of stuff we should address first. Okay, Beyond Fried Chicken. How about soda? Even I drink soda. It's like it's not good. But like like a lot of Americans are drinking like a whole 2 liter a day. Like I look at that first. Also, arguably like smoking is worse, and meth. Beyond soda. That's just aspartame. Do they have that in the UK? Is that what they use as a sweetener? Diet soda in the US has as a sweetener called aspartame. That's like, people say it causes cancer and other stuff, but I don't know if that's true. I think that's just a stupid thing some people say. Beyond meth. Oh my god. It would be such a bad idea, but like, imagine doing a response to this guy and just like taking like a soybean pod and like rolling it up and lighting it and smoking it. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry. That would be hilarious though. But I'm not using. I am not like. You'll never see me like smoking on this channel, like even as a joke. Just because like you know, even with my small amount of audience, that's like, it's still kind of inappropriate or kind of irresponsible. You know, don't promote smoking. We're good persons. We don't need God. We're depraved and evil human beings to need the grace of God. We know. Naturally. Oh, he's got a Zuby thing. Weak, low status males love this COVID thing. He put a 0 in the COVID because he's not willing to take the responsibility of getting the ding. Because it allows them to LARP as heroes by simply wearing a mask, taking a shot, and harassing other people. I consider some of this like just basic social responsibility. Am I a fucking hero for not shitting on the sidewalk? I don't think so. It's just basic social responsibility. They can pretend to be strong, virtuous heroes whilst being frail, flabby, pathetic cowards. Well, I don't know about that, but oh yeah. So I guess I can give like a little health update to everyone watching, right? I currently weigh the most I've ever weighed in my entire life. 170 pounds. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually been like very hard for me to gain weight because of my health conditions. Yeah. Celiac disease, Crohn's disease, and they're like 60-70% chance you might have Marfan syndrome and your body cannot develop proteins properly. But and then 2017 I had that big accident, lost like 50 pounds. It was really, really bad. Health, I was like 140 pounds before that. Health dropped. I was down to 98 pounds. That was really bad. I had to be fed through a tube stuck in my chest. It was horrible. But here I am now. Don't have a tube in my chest anymore. 170 pounds. I think I'm doing pretty good. Strong, virtuous hero. I don't know, just basic member of society. Frail, flabby, pathetic coward? I don't know about any of that. Holy shit. Yeah. It was pretty fucking wild. Oh, there was more to that. That happened right after I had I mentioned I had had the aneurysm and artery rupture, and I lost so much blood I had to be resuscitated. Yeah, it was fun. It was like a couple months before all that happened. Yeah, pretty bad. I had a thought of like doing a video talking about all of it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And like nobody cares, so there's like a 10-minute video on Instagram. It's ridiculous. Food that fucks up your brain. Is it soy?
But they're generated by real synapses in the brain, right? Thoughts are concepts. They're conceptual. You can't like health. I started eating meat and cooked vegetables only. Beast and Roof V.
What's up?
Such a great interview. They did a really good job. Andrew Pershong, I got you here, buddy. Yo, Elliot, curious what your thoughts are about diet and exercise as it pertains to mental health. I started eating meat and cooked vegetables only. A little bit of carbs like potatoes, berries, and rice. And I have much less anxiety. Considering trying carnivore to take it to the next level, but scared if I do carnivore that I'll be sensitive to everything when I get off.
I think you did mention Roche.
Wondering what your thoughts are on this. So the first question, yeah, absolutely 100%. Your diet and exercise is going to, bro, Your mental health is physiological, generated
right.
by real
Hold on.
conceptual.
Let me hear this again. I want to
In
hear
the
the
thought.
Rush reference.
Yo, Elliot.
You got it, boo, Aaron. Blonde in the Belly of the Beast and Roosh V. It was such a great interview.
Yeah.
They did a really good job.
Yeah, he was talking about to Roosh V and Blonde in the Belly of the Beast. I've seen Blonde in the Belly of the Beast on I've seen her talking with Stefan Molyneux, I want to say. It's part of my research. Yeah. I gotta say, not particularly impressed. As usual. Every once in a while, something kind of wild pops up, but I don't think I want to bother with any more of this person. Alright. I think we can move on from Elliot. Thank you, Brayden. You smoke PragerU, though? Well, sometimes I do. I used to judge parents who wouldn't let their kids drink soda, but as a parent now, I wouldn't dream of letting my kid drink soda outside of a birthday party. Probably a good idea. Actually, it's very a good idea. I didn't know you were a parent. Well, actually, I don't know much about any of you. You're all text on a screen. I don't have kids, but like, yeah, knowing what I know now, when I was a kid, used to judge parents who wouldn't let their kids drink soda. When I was a kid, like, I was allowed to drink soda, but I often didn't because when I was younger, I was like an athlete, like just like running and playing soccer all the time. And soda would be a very rare thing for me back then. Not because my parents wouldn't let me, but just because like I would drink water. Sometimes I'd have Gatorade, but with not that often. And I just never really drank it because I was like, no, I gotta be healthy, gotta be perfect. Sometimes it's like I wouldn't eat pizza. Like, oh hey, here's a bunch of pizza, Zach. You want some? No, can't eat it. Gotta go running later. Pizza's too greasy. I'm gonna throw it up. gonna eat my sandwich. But like knowing what I know now, it's like, oh my god, soda. I mean, even I drink soda now. Probably too much now, but like kids drinking soda is like, I don't know if I don't think I'd let my kids drink soda if I had kids either. Like I can agree on that. Like this is not good. And then you see oh god. I don't want to like I would never want to fat shame anyone, right? Like as a parent, like because that could cause there's so much evidence that can cause like that there's so much evidence that shows that like fat shaming or being weird about diets or anything like that can actually cause anxiety and eating disorders down the line for kids like when they get older, and that's horrible and even worse. Sometimes some of these like eating disorders are even worse than just being overweight in the first place. It's actually very often. So you never want to cause that. But at the same time, it's like I would feel as a parent, I'd have like if someone is really if a kid is really really overweight, or like one of my kids is like massively obese and overweight, I'd feel kind of bad as a parent. Yeah, that's a skull. Not saying you are. I'm just saying like you know, as a super skinny guy who's like always taking care of himself, I'd feel yeah. being a parent is scary, man. It's a scary thought. It's a skull. This is Sean, I guess. That's the joke. Haha. I have a hammer. No, we're not gonna do that. Hi, Sean. That would be a way to get his attention. Hi, Sean. This is you. This is your brain on Twitter. And then, lesson learned: don't use Twitter. Maybe I should do that. Like, can I hammer this? I don't think that's a good idea. Well, hold on. Aside from all the health issues, kids are assholes when they get cracked out on sugar. Is that true? I never really... I don't ever really looked. I guess if you're a parent, you would know. I'm not. That wasn't meant to be like me laughing at you. That was just like, that was me like, haha. I'm gay. No. Alright, let's get the breakable stuff out of the way first. Very breakable stuff. All right. So I guess we can record this segment. Maybe we can clip it on Twitch. All right. This is Sean. Can we hear me well? I think we can. Hold on, let me like hear this. Just so I can tell. I think we can. Hold on, let me like hear this. Just so this maybe we can flip it on Twitch. All right. This is Sean. All right, cool. I feel like this is a bad idea. This is Sean. Sean is a YouTuber. Makes many great videos talking about political issues that are very topical. His videos are well researched and very smart. I enjoy these videos. Sean is a good person, making wonderful videos to help the political cause. Unfortunately, Sean has a problem. While this ordinary skull may look like Sean, this is what happens to Sean's brain on Twitter. I fucked that up. Yeah, bits of plastic go flying. This is because Sean's brain is synthetically made. And I forgot the second part of the punchline I was gonna make there. You're gonna have to bear with me here. My brain is still in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level important ideas. For example, Sean seems to be under the impression that Lindsay Ellis is bad or something? That's another hole. You see, Sean, there's a hole in your argument. Along with your brain. Is there anything else we can do here? I think we've done enough. Are we buffering? Don't tell me I'm buffering. The moral of the story, Sean, get the fuck off Twitter. I'm sorry, Skull. You've been a prop for a long time, and I've, like, busted you up. But at the same time, you cost, like, $3, so I don't really care. I really busted this thing up. Okay, so when we put this up as a segment, y'all gotta make sure Sean sees this. Okay, was that... Oh no. Stream's audio bit right. Wait. Was that funny? Was that worth it? Was it worth it for the views? My hair looks wild. Was that a good idea? Or a bad idea? I'm sorry, Mr. Skull. God, there's bits of plastic on the floor now. Little bits. I did the funny. Was it funny? What did it even look like? Is there anything else we can do? For example, Sean seems to be under the impression that Lindsay Ellis is bad or something? That's another hole. Alright, good enough, I guess. I don't even remember what else Sean has said on Twitter. Otherwise, I can make like some funny jokes like, smash, that's another dumb thing. But I don't remember. What else has he said? Anyone can anyone remind me? Maybe we can add some more to it. Wasn't he Bernie or bust? He's really anti-debate streams? That doesn't necessarily... That's not really super bad. I'll be right back. Okay, so next plan here I've come prepared. I feel like that segment might not have like landed very well enough. You know, maybe I should like plan these like segments out beforehand, but why would I do that? You know, what are like what am I? Huh? What do I look like a guy with a plan? No. I'm really not. Wait. Wait, what? He keeps making random mauled tweets where he tries to shit on specifically Vosh. His recent one involved calling him a pedophile. No way. Really? Did he really? I'm not seeing anything. Have you got a link you could share? I'm not seeing. He's British. I know. Like, mega cringe. Alright, well, we're gonna get going here, and you'll tell me. Maybe? Okay. So, Sean also said he was, let's try this again. So, Sean seemed to be kind of Bernie or bust. Ooh, that's not very, it's not very good. You got a hole in your head there. There's a hole in your plan, Sean. Look, this is not good, not good. Ooh, your ideology, it's got all these little holes in it, my guy. What are you doing? Not just Bernie or bust, but what else did he say? Something about, oh, what? You shouldn't vote in the election? Ooh, what's that? You shouldn't try to upseat Trump, get Trump out of office, even though he's like blatantly a goddamn fascist and he's in charge of the most powerful nation and military in the world. You don't think that might have some negative effects for the 300 plus million people living in this country and the billions all over the world that are going to be affected by American foreign policy? Don't you think, like, maybe for their sake, like, we should probably get someone a little more stable and is not a goddamn fascist and is not going to prop up other fascist dictators around the globe? That might be a good idea. Nope, Sean not going to think that. That's a big hole right there. Now, what else did he think? Oh, it's not just, we're not going to get rid of Trump. It's not just, well, I don't like Lindsay Ellis. It's not just Bernie or bust. No. What's that? He also, what did he say? I already forgot already. He said, oh yeah, you're right. He did say Trump was no worse than any other president. Worse for who exactly? Let's see. You know, in my lifetime, I've seen what? I saw Clinton, I saw Bush, I saw Obama, I saw Trump. Now I see Biden. That's 5 presidents. I've seen 5 presidents in my lifetime. And for the life of me, I don't remember a giant pandemic with 600,000 people dead. I don't remember riots in the streets. I don't remember people talking about buildings, cities getting burned down. This all happened under Trump, my guy. No other president did this. You know what? I kind of value living in a stable society. That's kind of fucking bad, my guy. No other president did that. You want to say, oh, well, Bush started 2 wars. Trump had more civilian deaths than Bush and Obama. Wasn't it combined? Don't fucking tell me he's not really bad. What the fuck kind of metric are you using? Oh, he didn't get us involved in any more conflicts. Dog, he almost got us in war with fucking Iran. He drone strike like their equivalent of a vice president. Like, if Iran retaliated, which, like, you know, you could argue morally they probably could have, like, that would have been a fucking war, my guy. He regularly engaged in this conduct all over the world, but guess what? The people in the fucking military in Iran was a little more stable, a little more competent in recognizing that, yeah, this is probably trying to provoke us. So they didn't retaliate. Wow. Astounding. Oh, what's that? Better for the Rajavan people? What's Rajava? We've already forgotten about them. Am I right? Guess what? That's another fucking hole in your ideology, boy. I got little bits of plastic all over me. I'm gonna have to get the vacuum here soon. Sean, am I making my point clear here? I'm sorry. You got some great content, but like, the more and more I start to look at you and your what you say, what you think, what you tweet out, the more and more I'm starting to notice all these little holes. You know, I can see right through you, my guy. What's up with that? Huh? Like, come on. What's this? And now you're like subtweeting Vosh, but you're not even gonna mention him? Like, why? What is wrong with you? Like, my guy, stop being such a beta cuck and just fucking say your problems. If you got issues with someone, fucking get it out and say what it is. Don't do this vague tweeting. Don't imply someone's a pedophile because you don't like them. Fucking lay out the problem you have with their ideology. Lay out the problem you have with their policy. Say what it is. Get to the bottom of it. It's pretty fucking easy to do. Like, just be a grown man, be a grown adult, and fucking acknowledge these. Oh, you shared it? Oh, let me see it. Let me see this. I gotta see this. Oh, here we are. Clearing up a definition. BreadTube means debate streamers who have pissy arguments about why saying slurs is funny, why the age of consent should be lower, etc. Things of that nature. No video essayists are in BreadTube. Thank you. What the fuck are you talking about, Sean? Like, this is like exactly what I mean. Like, my guy, just, if you have a problem with someone, fucking say it. Give a name. Say what the problem is. It's pretty fucking easy. Like, don't do this fucking middle school, high school clique Mean Girls bullshit where you're like, oh, what? I don't even fucking remember the movie. But don't do this, man. Some prickly folks here in the replies, lol. Probably the heat. Prickly? Nah, fam. I'm just fucking nailing you is what I'm doing. Hey. I hear some debate streamers are good. I don't know. when I do a joke about debate streams, just assume I'm not referring to whoever you personally have formed an unhealthy attachment to, and we'll be okay. What a condescending fucking cunt. Oh my god. Like, I know you're British, and I try to, like, look past your disabilities, but, like, come on, my guy. You gotta, at some point, you gotta take responsibility for yourself, you know? Like, okay. Like, why is Vosh fucking living rent-free in all of these people's heads? Like, my god. I'm sorry. If you think he's, like, this crazy, bad, horrible person, like, you need to get over yourself. He's not going away. He's not stopping. He's been very popular and successful for a reason. You guys would, like, this is pointless. It's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. He's going to keep going. People are going to keep watching him. All this doesn't get you anywhere. All it's doing is making people look at you and go, wow, what a fucking pussy beta ass loser cuck. He's not even gonna name drop Vosh. Like, why? What do you gain from this? Does this, like, make you feel good on the inside? This is horrible, my guy. What are we going on about now? You know what it really comes across as, like, when you do this? Like, you know what? This really just comes across as you, like, just being jealous of his success. That's really what it comes down to. Like, he had explosive growth, and I don't know where you're at. You know, I'm assuming you're doing pretty well, but I don't actually know where Sean is at in comparison to Vosh. Okay, Sean is at 433,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, Vosh is what? Vosh is at 366,000. Like, my guy. I'm sure. Well, I guess let's look at the social blades, because he's probably, like, got a lot more explosive growth than Sean did. Hold on. Vosh, Sean. Monthly gain subscribers. Okay. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Whoops, I dropped it. Yeah, Vosh, monthly gain subscribers 50K, and yeah, this is significantly more on Vosh's side. How about that? Monthly gain video views for Vosh, or for Sean on the left side, Vosh on the right side. Sean here, monthly gain video views is like highest point here, 1,600,000. Highest point for Vosh, 12 million. Well, I think I figured out why you don't like him so much, Sean. Jeez. Like I said, that's what it fucking comes down to with all these people. Or not necessarily what it comes down to, but like what it comes across as. Like, why can't you just, like, acknowledge what your problem is? I'm not even saying you have to, like, go on and debate him. I'm just saying, like, just look, you say this here. It's clear you have a problem. It's clear you have someone in mind. Why don't you just say what it is instead of doing this? Ridiculous. All right, we're done recording for this segment. You're still wearing the science glasses. I am. What do you think of the science glasses? What do you think of them? I like these glasses. Hello, Knight Rider. We were just doing a segment on Sean. I don't know if you saw. I'm sorry. We busted open the skull. I feel a little bad, but not that bad. I actually use these safety goggles a lot, or like not these are my safety glasses. I use them for like, you know, when I'm doing like work that needs safety glasses. Sometimes gardening work too, because it really helps keep like grass and stuff out of my eyes. Helps even better when I've got, you know, allergies. Grass and pollen, like little bits of fucking plastic shrapnel everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna edit that Sean bit and put it up later today. That's gonna happen. Okay? If nothing else, y'all make sure he sees it. If nothing else. I feel like I could have been a little more brutal with destroying it, but I didn't want to get like plastic everywhere. I hope that was funny and not like, not too like, Zach doesn't know how to swing a hammer. I mean, I do. It's not every day I need to swing a hammer to bust open a skull, man. Look, I like to see you handle it just as fine as I did, okay? Alright. It's time to refill my medication. Okay, cool. Is there anything else to cover? Should this be like... What do you guys... Okay, like real talk. What do you guys think of the look with the glasses? Should this be like part of my persona? Or like a character at least? And Sean, of course. Oh wow, just doing all that. Whew. A little tired. More than a little. Anyway. And Sean will like never like engage directly with someone that might and something that might be in a context that might be confrontational. Which is, I understand some people are like that, but it's kind of like, my guy, don't take shots if you're not gonna do that. Like I always say, like anyone who doesn't like me or like leaves anger comments in the YouTube or whatever, like all of you are welcome to hop on the Discord or whatever and like tell me to my face why you don't like me. All of you are welcome to like debate me or anything. Like, you doesn't have to debate me. You can just come on and say like, yeah, you fucking suck. You can do that. Like that. Like anyone can do that. I won't shy away from letting random people on to do that. Now I won't show. Now, if you're like some random person, I don't know, I'm not going to show your face because like, I'm not going to show like your camera because like, what if you show your dick? Like, we're not doing that. But you can still come on and say whatever the hell you want to me. Now, I'm going to clap back, you know. You're not going to go without a challenge, but you can come and say it. Sean, on the other hand, won't do that. He'll just say this passive-aggressive bullshit and then not engage further. Good job. Good job, Sean. Real towering pillar of intellect and a shining beacon for our politics, our side of the aisle. Don't you think? It's just amazing. Think it has the potential to be cool? The glasses, you mean? Potential to be cool. Is there more that needs to be added? Hold on, I have something else. So I do have a high-vis vest. Maybe I should have worn this for this segment. Too late now. Yeah. Ta-da! Oh, you can't really. Oh, that's like bright reflective. I used to have a hard hat. I don't anymore. It got... as a stagehand, I used to have a hard hat, and then I had it in my bag, and someone fucking stole my bag. And then I was like, I was like to the employer, like, you're not paying me enough to provide my own stuff. And they're like, okay, you're right. You can use the work hard hat. And I'm like, cool. And I did. From that day on, I used a company provided hard hat. And never bought a new one ever again. Yeah. Now my chest feels tired. Maybe I should take a nap after that. Oh goodness. That was like a big high energy segment, wasn't it? You can make a character out of it. Okay. Okay, so I guess like a thought for everyone. Like, I understand like not liking Vosh, right? I get that. I really do. Like, not liking him is fine. I get that. But like, what is this? I've seen a lot of people with like just an extremely hostile approach to him. I don't get it. Is it all jealousy? 'Cause like I don't see this with like anybody else. Always has been. Guess that makes sense. It's strange because Hassan is not a target of this. Not really, yeah. So it's not jealousy, envy. Well, you could be right. No, I guess Hassan's not really a debate bro. He doesn't debate quite as many people. I mean, Hassan has said some things that's like, you know, not like a bad guy, but like, he's not as prominent on YouTube. That could be right. He probably doesn't interact. The accessibility of Hassan might be a little different than Vosh. Like, you could probably like contact. Probably, if you got a point of contention with Vosh, you could probably, well, at least you used to be able to just get on and talk with him. And Hassan is a little bit harder. Cause like Hassan wouldn't like debate people, but then like Vosh would. Let's see. This, but unironically. He's retweeting Vosh. Anything less than $50 an hour minimum wage. Hold on. Anything less than $50 an hour minimum wage is neoliberal, whatever that means. I don't know how economics works, but I'm sure there wouldn't be any negative consequences. I hope Democrats don't also start to push for $50 an hour, because if they do, I'll have to push for 60. This, but unironically. Sean. What? This is kind of weird, my guy. What else did you share? You shared Schrodinger's asshole. You said something about why you shared it, and where is this? Oh, you just said you shared the tweet. Okay. I think I've seen this before. I don't remember. Anyway. $50 an hour minimum wage seems a little. Does that make me neoliberal to say that that seems a little ridiculous for our current economy and the current value of the American dollar? Does that make me a neoliberal? I don't really think. I don't think. Oh man, haven't the small businesses suffered enough? Why not make the minimum wage the GDP of the country? There we go. That's a good idea. Now, would it be nice if everyone could get $50 an hour purchasing power without it having any other consequences beyond that? Yes, that would be amazing. Is that something that I think we can reasonably attain within the near future? I don't know about that. Now, should it be more than it is? Absolutely, right? Now, make no mistake. It should have been increased a long time ago. And it should be increased. Yeah, they've been talking raising it to 15. 15 over time is good. Probably go a little bit higher. Probably go up to 20. Hee hee. But like I don't know, like 50. Like 50 seems like a kind of long-term kind of thing. Anyway, whatever. What are we talking about? So many leftists forget we still live in a capitalist nation. unless you burn it to the ground entirely, we need to operate by some of its rules. Not advocating for the former. I like fire. Advocate for the former. Well, they're right. We do live under the yeah. Knight Rider's right. It's just it is funny to joke. I like fire. Advocate for the former. But also, like, you know, I don't really want millions of people to die in the fire. So we're gonna take it step by step. Okay. We're gonna listen. Even if we get the policies we want, like, snap the fingers, oh wow, we got some of these policies done right away. Wow, awesome. There's going to be more, right? There's going to be more stuff we're going to have to do after that. You know that, right? Politics is a never-ending fight. That's the nature of the beast. You get some things done, and that's great. It really is. But when another 50 years comes by, you're going to have new problems you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have new problems. The political landscape is going to change. The dynamic is different. The populations are going to be what the populations want are going to be different. You're going to have to adjust to the needs of them. It's a never-ending fight. That's quite literally how it is. And if you feel like every little time you don't get everything you want, every little time it feels like you've lost, you just like give up and go doomer. It's like, well, you were never cut out for politics in the first place, my guy. Like, this is never ending. It's never gonna stop. We're in this for the long run. All right. I don't see. Oh wait, there's one. I don't think there's any more pieces of plastic down here. Alrighty. Sean listens to music at 1.5 speed. What? That's like... I don't... Nah. How do I say this without, like, sounding... I don't know, ableist? That's like serial killer stuff. That's a cancelable offense. It is. It really is. He once said if he became president of the United States, he'd just open up the borders, like, completely. I don't like that. Well, like, immediately overnight, I don't like that. You want to work towards having open borders with certain countries that meet certain criteria? Yes! That would be amazing. Want to set up a trade agreement with the European Union where we also have open borders and freedom of travel with other European Union states? Yeah! Fuck yeah, let's do that! You want to set certain requirements for stability and democracy that countries have to meet in order to get rolled into this trade and economic agreement? Yes! 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 Which one's $15? 25. Feels like 25 would be bad for the economy. You know, like, you could set... it could be set like, 20, 25 way down the line. You could set it. A better thing to do would be set it so the minimum wage like adjusts with like inflation in some way. Like that's like the easy answer. Right rider, more like right rider. Right rider? Yeah. Accelerationism song because he listens to accelerates the music. Wow, that's so perfect. Well, Stan and I can listen to super fast-paced music. Eventually, hey, wait. Natsuki, oh my god. I'm gonna like introduce you to something. Okay. Okay, you know Queen, right? And We Will Rock You. Have you ever heard the fast version of We Will Rock You? I'm assuming everybody knows Queen. Yes, you know Queen. You are aware of the fast version? No, you're not aware of the fast version. You're aware of Queen, but not the fast version. Okay, I will share this with you in the Discord. If you've never heard this, it's oh, you're gonna love this. Probably. I love this. Let me see if we can like okay, here we go. Can't play it on stream because copyright, obviously. This I heard this version and it was like I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes you hear music and it's just and your mind is just like blown away. This was one of those things. That was just it was just like I couldn't believe I'd never heard it before. Whoops, hold on. Nightcore songs? I don't know about that. True? What's true? Fast paced, best pace? Oh, well, if anyone else wants to hear it, it's on the... Well, I can share it here, I guess. It is on the Discord. I'll share that here if anyone wants it. So it's basically what it is. It's just it's Queen. You know the song "We Will Rock You, We Will Rock You." It's the same lyrics, but it's a different beat, different instruments playing, and a much faster pace, much faster BPM, and honestly, it sounds a lot more like the rest of the Queen music than the whole that it's not that song. Get it out of here. That song is for stadiums and bye. Get it out. No, this one's much better. So it's so good. It sounds like a lot of the other classic Queen songs. And it's just it hits my heart. It's the same Queen. It's not a cover. It's Freddie Mercury singing, and it's fucking amazing. It's just so good. Sounds like AC/DC. Blasphemy. That's blasphemy. Broken One. It's OG Queen. It was like on one of the B-sides or something. It was just for whatever reason it like didn't get the same radio play. Anyway, okay, we'll share that with everyone. I've just shown that with some people and they're just like, I've never heard this before. Anyway, is there anything else to talk about? It do sound like AC/DC though. OG Queen was far glammier than that. Okay, yes. Yeah, you're right. They were. But you watch some of their watch some of the live performances, and that's kind of a lot more in the spirit of a lot of the live performances, aside from the glammy stuff. Anyway, I just love that song. It's just like such a good like it's such a good one. Okay. I think we're going to end the stream. Maybe. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Stream done? Maybe stream done. I am kind of tired. Hold on, someone said something. Something else I wanted to mention. Speaking of being a doomer, what are your thoughts on the idea of collapse? City in a short while, civilization will collapse. For a long time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think we'll be. We're not gonna collapse. Things will just change. Things will change into one form into another. That's what's most likely of anything. The recent that recent climate stuff was like, yeah, we probably should be building refugee camps right now by the millions. Oh yeah. Hold on. Play Bear Party Adventure? Well, I do have it installed. Let's see what happens. Just real quick. Let's see what happens. Oh God. What have you done? All right. Well, let's just leave everything at the default then. Save it for when I plan on streaming longer? Oh, well in that case, how do I stop this? Okay. Well in that case, we'll just like, we'll get it next time. Beat the one thing in one go, you'll be a true gamer. I don't like the sound of that. That makes it sound like it's horrifying. Alright, that's okay. I do feel like laying down. Alright, everybody. It's been fun. It's been great. I'm really tired now. What do you know? I got the... I'm a hard-working man. You know what I mean? Alright. Alright, everyone. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the next one. Try to get this up soon. We'll try to get something up soon, at least. Hopefully try to get the David video done before the end of the month. You know how well I've been at adhering to deadlines, though.